That's how I hacked my health finally. I hired a full-time health employee, and I didn't want to let Mike and now Jordan down. So I wasn't competing with myself or letting myself down. That's why I wasn't winning that game. But once I realized my accountability was actually other human beings.
Totally.
That's how I hacked that. So make sure Tim's right, but then make sure it's not money, because you might be like, screw it, who cares about the $2,000 of plane flights?
The people are really important. I mean, this is part of the reason before we started recording, I was saying that after reading an article called The Tail End by Tim Urban, Wait But Why, which had a huge impact on me, how I related to my family, and realizing that by the time I think you graduate from high school, you've spent 80% of the total hours you will ever spend with your parents before they die. I started scheduling every 6 months a trip with my family. Now I'm taking my family on this trip, but it's also extremely beneficial to me because I'm taking in this extended trip every 6 months, and I have to ensure systems are in place. Yep. And so it's a fantastic way to raise other people up while also improving your business game at the same time.
I love it. I hope that helps.
I love it too. Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Fortunately, my boyfriend is just as entrepreneurial as I am, so we love this stuff. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Love you guys. All
Take
right,
care.
you too. Bye.
Bye. Let's get another call in. It's super interesting. I mean, the reality is that restrictions, Snapchat, creating a restriction to the openness of social at the time had the real upside. I think in life, those restrictions are a huge deal as well.
Oh, huge.
And I think people aren't putting those barriers there. And the reason I got so excited when you said buy the plane tickets, I didn't realize that money wasn't my barrier anymore.
Yeah.
And I've had different levels of money. I was never trading on money.
Yeah.
And so once I figured myself out, I'm like, ooh, I'm a good CEO because I don't like to let people down.
Yeah.
I work for them, not them me.
Yeah.
And that's how I've been able to hack. And I think it's super important for people to get inside themselves to understand those things.
Oh, totally.
Who's this? Charlie.
Charlie speaking.
Charlie, this is Gary V. You're on the Ask Gary V show with Tim Ferriss.
My man Gary, what's up, Brent?
Things are good, Charlie. How are you?
Man, life is good.
Good, man. What's your question?
All right, I need two answers from you guys, one from each of you.
You got it. Ooh,
How
Charlie.
y'all run y'all's businesses?
Real quick, you chopped off for a second, Charlie. One more time.
I said, what have y'all learned from hip hop that has transformed how y'all run your businesses?
I love it. Is that CEO Charlie? Charlie, I didn't catch your name. I love it. I'm so glad you're on the call, man. How are you doing?
Man, life is good. Never been better.
How's Titty Boy?
Man, Titty Boy is doing amazing.
Witness all around me like a pool. You say who?
AKA 2 Chainz for all of you guys that don't know. Tim, what is your hip hop story, if at all? I'm actually not sure I know.
Yeah, so believe it or not, I was one of the co-founders of the first hip-hop dance troupe at Princeton University.
I'm so excited right now.
So this hip-hop dance troupe, so b-boying and b-girling, is my history primarily. So I was listening to, at the time, like Eric B. and Rakim and so on.
Of course.
But the dance troupe, which is still going strong now, I mean, more than 2 decades later. So I would say what I learned from hip hop is that there are certain, at least within the dance forms, that there are certain techniques and there's certain basic principles, let's say in top rocking and footwork and power moves and all of that. So they're basic ingredients, but beyond that, you have the power to improvise, and that the rules are almost meant to be broken. Like if you look at, for instance, Korean b-boys and what they've done in the last 10 years, b-boy pocket, especially if people want to see power moves that'll blow their minds, can keep redefining this genre that is still recognizable as hip hop. And that's part of what's so exciting to me about it, is that while you have this recognizability and pattern matching, you still as an individual have so much freedom to create. And that's true in business. That's true in how you decide to interact with your loved ones, whatever the rules of engagement might be there. And so I think it can be translated to almost every possible area, including business, where I make a point of breaking my own rules repeatedly as experiments to see what happens. And I do that in terms of formats in the podcast. I do that in terms of how I communicate with my employees. So I think it's very, very far ranging.
Charlie, for me, I grew up in a culture in Edison, New Jersey that really embraced it. Like, 5th grade for me was Adidas with no shoelaces. Like I was all about it. And so, but here's what's interesting. Everybody told me, our teachers told us in fifth grade